it is now time for us to begin the second half of the career mode here in Midnight Club, and ultimately the second half of this game takes place in London, as I'm just going past what appears to be St. Paul's Cathedral. I do know a couple of these landmarks around here because, as I said before, I have been to London multiple times as what some Americans would call a stiff-assed Brit, although personally I think that's just a reference from GoldenEye. But you know, it's whatever you want it to be believed as. But yeah, this is very much London territory, because obviously the roads are narrower and there's also a bunch of other things that culminate into making this a very British style landscape. And not just because of the red buses and Royal Mail vans. I honestly don't know how I'm gonna do it. Okay, well, I might finally have some momentum this time. Okay, I have caught up to Kareem this time. But where is he gonna head? That's my main question. So yeah, this is definitely a London style landscape because obviously the roads are narrower and obviously the junctions are closer together than they were in New York. Well, so glad to say I finally did manage to catch him eventually. Even though it did take some doing for me to eventually figure out how I was going to catch him. But whatever. I've caught up with him, and all that's left for me to do now is to somehow stay on track with the man. Which is the only thing I really care about at this stage. Oh, that's a tree that I somehow did not hit. I wonder where the start line is. Oh, there it is. Okay. So you made it over here. I knew I'd see you again. I've already got a bit of a fan club here. I guess muscle cars are in right now. Let's see if me and my boys are a challenge for you. I've already got a bit of a fan club here. I guess muscle cars are in right now. Let's see if me and my boys are a challenge for you. Just figured I'd read that over again because I wanted to be sure. And that took me only 5 minutes to officially get some momentum and catch up to Kareem. Of course, England as a country is way smaller than America.
I'd never lose on vacation.
Okay, so attempt 3 here, because even though I did come close to winning this race on the previous attempt, the game's disallowance from
Boy, don't make me mad. Wouldn't want that.
letting me get off a building once I hit it, that was basically what left me in the middle of Bedlam, because I just could not get myself out of the building in time to officially challenge for the lead, and now I've just drowned in a fountain. Oh well. At least I can say I still rejoin as the leader, so it's fine. For now. But so far, things are going better than they were up to this point. I think I'm starting to understand what it is I need to do now. I'm also coming through to understand what areas of the streets I cannot be in order to win. That's also a shortcut, and this time around, I'm now well ahead of Kareem. So it is fair to say I've definitely got a way better run this time than I did before, since I did not get stuck in that building again.
You're so damn lucky. Real lucky. Hey, it's you again. Here's my London number. Let's race here sometime.
Not bad. I saw you eyeing my car. Now it's your chance to win it. Here's my number. You know what to do. I would also like to mention, Kareem is a pretty cool guy. I also quite like how his first car is very much resemblant to a Ford Mustang. And I won this race in the end by 5 seconds over Kareem, followed by Homeboy 3, Homeboy 2 was 4th, and Homeboy 1 finishes last. So, pretty stacked from 2nd to 5th, even though I did manage to eventually leave him in the dust. Well, anyways. Let's now dial up Kareem on the cell phone and challenge him for his ride.
Well, you beat me in New York, but London is my kind of town.
I can definitely say Kareem at the moment is very laid back with his message compared to the other hookmen we've competed against at this point in the game. I should also mention, this is basically a drag race. And I did figure out how to win this previously. Even though speed is going to be the main key, acceleration, as I've learned, is also just as important. And basically just using all the nitrous bottles at once. Because one advantage...
Sorry, my friend, but you don't seem to be much of a challenge.
Because one advantage this car has is nitrous, and the other is acceleration.
Sorry, my friend, but you don't seem to be much of a challenge.
We'll see about that. Yeah, so basically the key to winning this is to get ahead of Kareem at the start of the race, and then just basically use up all your nitrous bottles
Damn.
all at once, and hope that whatever happens, the traffic does not cost you the race win. Because even though acceleration is an advantage, speed, however, is a disadvantage.
Not bad.
And
Race properly.
you cannot afford to cock up here.
How
Okay.
the hell did you do that?
Third time's the charm, my G. Well, well. Still got a flair for the dramatic ending. The car is yours, like I said, but it's not over by a long shot. I do believe you. Alrighty then. So we've now got Kareem's first car, which, apparent as it might be, is also the car we beat for the New York Championship. Which, by the way, I did claim, of course, in the Jones. In case if you have short-term memory. But yeah, I mean, it's all about acceleration at the start and hoping that whatever does happen, Kareem does not box you in an awkward position whilst you're trying to stay ahead of him. At least with this car, that's kind of what you need to do here. You just need to stay ahead of him and make sure that your acceleration does outweigh his top speed, which I would say is probably in the region of the 140, 145 mile per hour barrier. But there we go. I have now bested Kareem for his first car, which, FYI, is also the car that he raced us with during the New York Championship race, which, by the way, I did beat him in. So this is the car we win. The PT Phoenix. And manual transmission, and well, as for the colour, well, I'll see what there is. Let's have a look. Well, I recently raced a car in cyan, so probably not going to do that again. No. I wonder what this thing looks like in yellow. I should probably darken this just a little bit, just to see what happens. Yeah, this'll work. Yeah, I'll drive this thing in yellow. But the car we win is the PT Phoenix Standard. And this will definitely not be the last time we end up racing Kareem, but next time we will be going up against HJ in the next segment. And so, with that, I will see you all in the next one.